Many people probably think that AKA's case has been paused, or maybe his family has given up on the SAPS. This is not true because AKA's family, especially his parents Tony and Lynn Forbes, have been waiting on the SAPS to give them the justice that they deserve. The only problem here is that the SAPS is taking a long time and making all of their hopes futile. Well, just recently, Tony Forbes has decided to speak out and send a very strong message to the SAPS about AKA's justice. Tony Forbes is still trying to process the death of his son. Kenan aka Forbes was shot dead outside a restaurant in Durban on February 10th, as we all know. The rapper's father opened up about his grief at the recent Platinum Plaque handover to the Forbes family and the Vid season by Sony Music Entertainment Africa after his album Mass Country raked in 35,404 units, equivalent to 40,972,586 streams. I feel emotional, proud, and also grateful that we had him. Though he died at 35, when he left this life, he made a mark of the world, he told Chisha Live. It's not about the volume of sales. For me, it's that people want to hear his music, to remember him and feel inspired by him. With his son's death still under investigation, Tony said he's trying to be patient to ensure the process is thorough and justice is done. There are days where one hopes to hear the news that something happened, but we still want to give the process space. We are in touch with investigators and they keep us abreast. It does seem slow, but it's only been 6 months. He admits that while some people might have mixed feelings, seeing him going to Soho nightclub, Drama Bar Lounge, or Coco, it has been a part of his grieving. Through what I post on Instagram, I hope to bring the good memories and tell the stories. That is the intentional side. The unintentional side is I struggle with the loss and I'm not the type of person who can sit at home and cry all day. I cry all day because I miss him so much, but then I go to where he used to work. I feel closer to him. I'm not saying that is the right way for me to grieve and deal with the loss, he said. Speaking of his relationship with the rapper Nadia Nakai, Tony said she would always be part of the Forbes family. That is the person Kenan was closest to outside his immediate family. For us, Nadia is family. It's not a question of whether they were married. For us, she is part of the family and there is no debate about that. Tony is definitely on a mission to keep AKA's legacy alive for fans and family members, but most importantly for AKA's daughter Cairo, whom AKA shared with DJ Zinli. In the week leading up to AKA's funeral at West Park Cemetery in Johannesburg, friends and artists close to the Sponono hitmaker gathered to speak about the journey they shared with the star. Some of the stories, Tony says he hopes to have written down by his friends and fans so he could turn them into a book. As much as we were sad at that point, just hearing those stories lifted us. It's still difficult, but I thought, what if we take those stories and capture them in a book? So that's what I'm going to do. It's a coffee table book which will be like my chicken soup for the soul. That when I'm down, I think about what they said, and one day Cairo will read the book as well.